Hello, my name is Pauline and welcome to Exercise Explained. Today I'll be giving you some tips and tricks to help improve technique and apply towards your next workout. We will be using a mirror to check in visually, but if that is not available to you, don't worry about it. You can just focus on feeling those changes throughout your body instead. Let's get started. Coming down to hands and knees, or placing our hands on the back or seat of a chair, checking in with our spinal alignment wherever we are. Hands are under shoulders, our spine is long and straight. And instead of lifting the chin and gazing at the wall in front of you, try to tuck that chin in and gaze straight at the floor below you. Checking in with that tailbone, is it aimed towards the sky and that belly is dropped and we're pinching that lower back? Kind of tuck that tailbone, draw that belly button towards the spine, closing the rib cage, protecting our lower back. When doing glute exercises in our tabletop position, it's all right if your range of motion isn't that great and you only lift the leg a couple inches. It's more important to keep that lower back aligned versus forcing our leg higher, compromising our spine. Similarly, it applies to side leg lifts like fire hydrant. I do invite you to gaze forward and check in the mirror, or gaze back and look at your hips if you don't have a mirror, to see when you lift that leg to the side, does the other hip jut out? Keep that hip aligned. Shoulder, hip, knee should be one straight line, almost as if there's an invisible wall there on the supportive leg side that prevents you from leaning away. This might reduce the amount of movement of the leg you're lifting, but it'll strengthen both outer hips as you're doing this exercise. If you want to make this more difficult and engage the core a little bit more, instead of being on the knees, you can come to the toes and hover your knees an inch or two off the ground in our floating table and continue to do all these exercises in this position. It is much more of a challenge, but if you find tabletop position is slightly too easy, this is a great way to amp it up. I hope you found these tips and tricks useful and apply them towards your next workout. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next exercise explained. I'll see you then.